What's up, guys? Mike here with Cards Who Sports Cards. 2024 is now over. Can you believe it? I cannot, and I also can't believe I've been selling sports cards now for almost 2 years. If you haven't followed my journey or checked out my other channel, Puck Mike, you might not know that I started opening cards again a few years ago, and I got hooked. Now, at the time, I didn't necessarily envision that I'd have my own YouTube channel and trying to sell cards at the magnitude that I'm trying to sell, but I'm grateful for where I'm at and where I'm going, which is what we're going to talk about in this video as we bring in the new year with a recap of December 2024. So let's jump in. Before we do, if you want to unlock the secrets of selling and investing in low-end sports cards on eBay, this channel is your go-to source for expert tips, honest insights, and strategies to help boost your eBay sales. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me if you want to stay ahead in the card selling game, maximize your profits, and take your eBay card selling business to the next level. You can also check out my other channel at Puck Mike, where I open and talk about hockey cards. So how am I going to make money selling sports cards in 2025? How do I feel about the future of not just the hobby or the state of the hobby, but about my own sports card selling business? I'll be honest, guys, I feel like I'm at a bit of a crossroads here with this. And not a crossroads like, am I going to stop selling cards and close down the business? That's not happening. But I've just evolved so much in the last year, especially if you've watched my recap videos, my monthly recap videos. You know that I'm constantly changing and evolving my strategy based on the things that I learn each month. Now, I'm definitely going to talk more about this when I recap January, specifically how I'm changing how I track some of the data around my card sales and how I'm thinking about my sports card enterprise business as a whole. But in this video, I want to do a bit of a year-in review of 2024, and not just how I evolved, but why. And in case you missed my November recap, I'll also briefly touch on my goals for 2025 as we kick off the new year. So when I started in 2024, I was mostly a hockey card seller. You know, I think I had dabbled in some of the other sports, but I really didn't pay much attention to them, mostly because I love and really only watch hockey. But one of the big transformations I went through in 2024 was shifting away from only selling hockey cards to expanding my footprint in football, baseball, basketball. I still sell a lot of hockey, and I'm going to continue to sell a lot of hockey, but because I changed up some of my shipping offerings to Canada, where I was selling a lot of hockey cards, I almost had to get into the other sports just for my business to survive, because those are what's more popular here in the US. So going through a massive pivot or product expansion is a big undertaking for any business, and it takes a while to learn the products, the players, what's going to sell, find new sources of inventory. And I think there's definitely a lasting footprint in the hockey space with my inventory, especially as I peruse through some older listings, but I feel like I've made the transition well enough and now have a decent amount of offerings in the other sports like football, baseball, and basketball, like I said, and it's continuing to grow. So what's the lesson here? It's not just sell as many types of cards as you can. I see some other channels, they're selling everything, soccer, racing. If that works for you, if that's your market, go for it. There are some people that buy those cards, but if you're expanding or downsizing your strategy into new or less types of cards, it has to be rooted in some type of strategy. That's what the lesson is. For me, focusing on a US base of customers versus a Canada one begs for a strategy that offers products that sport card collectors in the US want the most. And for 2024, a lot of that was football and baseball. Really, football was king. It was very hot last year. So if you're thinking about these things for your business for 2025, make sure the decision to add more products or stop selling some is rooted in some type of strategy and not just a whim. Another big milestone I reached in 2024 was doing my first PSA submission. This is something I talked about for a long time, but I finally did it. I now pay for PSA's premium collective club membership. The premium tier gets me a subscription to Card Ladder, which is pretty awesome. But you know, this wasn't just a milestone to say that I graded some cards. It was more like a stepping stone, because I finally took the plunge into trying to learn what cards will or won't get a good grade, which is probably something you're never going to be able to guess accurately 100% of the time. But I'm really glad I did it. 0 10s in my first bulk submission, but as I'm buying collections now, I have a separate to be graded box of cards that I think have really good grading potential that I'm going to submit for my next submission. And I have a better idea now of what I think might or might not get a good grade, but also what the cards will sell for at maybe an 8 or a 9. A lot of the cards I submitted got a 9, and I thought I was only going to get maybe $5 or $6 for them, but a couple of them I think I got over $15. I think one sold for like $17. On the profit and loss scale, not great, because I lost money on that card. But again, I'm collecting data. This is my first grading submission, so I'm learning what the market's going to pay for those cards graded at those grades as well. And of course, you have other factors that play into that, like pop counts and things like that, but I'm just collecting data right now, doing some research and seeing what's going to work in that space. So really excited for that. The other shift I made late in 2024, so this is still new, still developing, is testing out how much, if any, money I can make with sports cards as true investments. I bought a Paul Skeens low-numbered card for just over $200. I think it was graded at a 10 if I remember correctly, and I bought some other hockey cards as well as investments, hoping that those will increase in value over a specified period of time. And in my next video, I'm actually going to talk about some of the buying categories that I've created to help guide your decisions when investing in sports cards. The term investing can be used a little bit loose in the sports card market, especially in contrast with the term flipping cards. cards. Honestly, if you're buying cards, whether they're low end, high end, buying to flip now, saving to sell later, you're investing because you're spending money and trying to make more money with the money that you spend. That's an investment. So for now, I'm doing both. I'm trying out some more long-term investment strategies for maybe 6 months to a year, and we'll see how it goes. In next month's video, I'm going to do an investments check-in with an on-screen check-in of some of the cards I've bought, see how they're doing in the market, see where they're trending. So we'll see where that is next month. And as far as my 2025 listing goals, guys, I am starting off the year great with the eBay store subscription that I purchased. I think I get 250 auction style listings per month. So I want to do 8 auction listings per day and 8 fixed price listings per day. And thanks to eBay's list from photos feature, which if you haven't heard about it, you can check this video out in the top corner where I do a demo of the tool. But thanks to that tool, I am ahead of schedule with these listing goals, and 16 listings per day seems a lot less daunting than it did 1 month ago. I have some really cool inventory I'm excited to keep listing. I do have some more hockey that I'm listing now since we're in the middle of the season. I just bought some baseball that I'm stocking up that I'm going to start listing around maybe March, April, probably run a baseball card special. But really excited about some of the cards that I have, and will probably buy some more cards later this month or next month. Okay, and last thing here is YouTube, of course. What's the plan for this YouTube channel this year? Now, I don't want to go too in depth here because honestly, I'm still kind of formulating my thoughts about how I want to talk about this channel in the next recap video. I'll say this, that a lot of other channels, actually I haven't found any channels in the sports card space that really talk about this openly, but I want to make money with my YouTube channel. And I'm extremely grateful. You have no idea how grateful I am for all the support that you guys have given me, the subscribes, the likes, the comments. So thank you for putting me over the hump and getting me monetized last year, where I am actually starting to generate revenue from my videos. I'm definitely not getting rich off YouTube right now, but I am making money, and that's helping offset some of the price of the cards that I'm purchasing. And in the grand scheme of my entire sports card enterprise business, thanks to the first payment that I received from YouTube in December, I had a profitable month last month for my sports card business. Definitely more to come on this. When I recap January, I promise I'm going to go in more detail here about the YouTube channel, how I'm thinking about it, how does it fit into my sports card enterprise as a whole, and what my plans are for it. So be sure to check out next month's recap video. It is going to be a very detailed one. But to bring in the new year, all I can say, as I've already said, is thank you to all of you who have supported this channel. I cannot say it enough. I am very grateful for your support, your comments, likes, subscribes. As I've already mentioned, every little bit helps. If you want to head on over to the eBay store and buy a card, every little bit helps there as well. As the channel grows, it gives me more motivation to keep doing what I'm doing, but also gives me more motivation to keep evolving the business, trying new things, even if they don't work. You have to keep trying new things and evolving your business. If you don't try new things, your business isn't going to evolve. So don't be afraid to do that, and let me know what new things you are trying. Let me know in the comments. I tried this, it worked. I tried this, it didn't work. Should I try this? I'm thinking about this. I want to hear all of those things and how you're working your business. If you're gonna make it in the sports card industry, you have to keep evolving, you have to keep growing, and you have to keep innovating. That's it, guys. Here's to 2025. I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, if you want to unlock the secrets of selling and investing in low-end sports cards on eBay, this channel is your go-to source for expert tips, honest insights, and strategies to help boost your eBay sales. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button for me if you want to stay ahead in the card selling game, maximize your profits, and take your eBay card selling business to the next level. You can also check out my other channel at Puck Mike, where I open and talk about hockey cards. Thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.